Coachella Valley boasts some of the top healthcare facilities in the nation. There's a new medical IT company in town that's looking out for your interests as a practice, as well as protecting your right to privacy as a patient. The Desert Living Show is pleased to welcome Sean Story, owner of Story Medical IT. Thank you, Sean, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Ari.
I want to start with patients. So what can Story Medical IT do for patients?
So by providing our services to doctors in the area, we're able to help patients feel more secure and then also have access to their records. So this means that patients can log in through applications on their phone to see their medical history, and also for continuity of care, which is basically a patient going from one doctor to another and making sure there's a seamless transition of records between the two. Now, patient privacy, of course, plays a huge role in this. We've seen dozens and thousands of news stories about patients' records being hacked, being stolen, and that's because those companies didn't have a company like Story Medical IT in place to ensure that those records were safe and that HIPAA compliance is being followed.
You mentioned mobile applications. What are some examples of those? Yeah,
so Epic software, which has about 54% of the EHR electronic healthcare record market. They have mobile applications. I know Eisenhower Health uses that. And then also Kaiser Permanente uses Epic as well. They have a fantastic mobile application. You can log in, book appointments, you can view test results, you can even message securely with your physician, and you can even talk to them with what's called telemedicine. It's basically like FaceTime.
Talk a little bit more about the right to privacy and what's going on in general in our nation with healthcare.
Yeah, so a lot of doctors and their practices, especially small and medium-sized practices, which are the practices that we serve, they really aren't following the guidelines that they should be, the HIPAA guidelines and then also the privacy guidelines. So as a patient, every time you walk into a medical practice, a new one, you should be presented with your rights and you should be able to read. And it's typically about an 8-page document provided by Health and Human Services. It's like a template. And then as a patient, you can read it and see what the doctors are doing with your information and what they're allowed to do.
On that note, I want to bring up the two special offers that you have for people watching at home. So the first one is the free medical IT evaluations for 1 to 50 member practices, and that's during the summer months. And the second one, if you mentioned Desert Living, of course, 20% off AeroHive Enterprise Wi-Fi installation also during the summer months. That's again, if you mentioned Desert Living, it's a free evaluation and consultation. And if you'd like to learn more about Story Medical IT, you can visit Sean's website, which is storymedicalit.com, or give him a call at 310-871-2587. Thank you, Sean, for being here. I definitely learned a lot in that short amount of time.
Thank you,
and hope to have
Ari.
you on again in the future.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
We'll be right back.